Twitch is still imploding, and because of some of the bigger names over there pretty much losing the plot and spiraling into nothingness, a lot of these big political outlets are now smashing the glass looking for new influencers to prop up because they're very desperate to find somebody, anybody that could rival like a Joe Rogan, which I find funny because Joe Rogan's not even really right-wing. They try to act like this dude is Hitler reincarnated or some shit. But let's check this out. So before we get into it, this is how big Collargate has gotten for Hasan Piker. You have J.D. Vance out here talking about it now on Podforce 1.
He has this command place, which is basically if I snap my finger and point, he will run to that place and lay down.
You don't have to zap him.
No.
Hasan.
Not like Hasan Piker. No.
Wasn't that disgusting?
No electrocution of dogs here.
How disgusting is that? What does that tell you about a person?
Well, I think it tells you that they're not, that they're bad people.
Yes.
If you can actually cause suffering to an innocent animal, you're probably the kind of person who doesn't worry about suffering in people as well.
Yeah.
And that's been my experience. If you mistreat dogs, that's almost 100% sign that you're going to be a really terrible person. So
that's true too. In fact, there's lots of the science that backs that up. That if you're cruel to animals, you're probably not a very good person.
It's one of the ways, we really sort of test people is if Atlas responds well to them, if they like Atlas, we know they're good people. But you can tell if somebody's really mean to animals, it's like the Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
Yeah.
Like every serial killer ever has actually been really bad to animals. That's sort of how they start.
True, I believe. I know it isn't Dahmer's case because he's out there dissecting animals in the in the garage and shit. This is wild. This is how big it is. Now, you now have the Vice President of the United States talking about it, which, I mean that is huge. So many people that have never even heard of that guy now know him as the dog shocker. But don't worry. The glass has been broken. It's time to find, they're scrambling to try to find somebody. One of the candidates is this dude. I don't know anything about this guy. Other than if you think this is the guy that's going to bring men back to your party, I'm just saying, I don't think that this is the pick. Here he is defending Hasan Piker, calling it nothing. It's nonsense. People just hate it because he's a hot Muslim. And that's why they want to take him down.
And then the second I walked in there, into his home, and like the dog comes up and runs to me, I'm like, this is crazy.
No, there's no way. I mean,
this is insane.
There's no way, even though we all saw him do it.
That's funny because I didn't even think about the context because of you not really knowing that world. But like, when in doubt, it's just guys mad at Hasan.
Yeah,
he is
that's
the
all
biggest.
it is. Just guys mad at Hasan, even though I see people that don't even know who he is talking about this. Well, no, let me correct that. They didn't know who he is. They know who he is now. They know him as the dog shocker, the animal abuser. But these people are still going out of their way. Now, he has to do it because now he's getting propped up. I've seen a couple of outlets trying to prop this guy. He was just hanging out next to Bernie Sanders recently at that the guy who's going to win New York's mayor seat, Zoran, the Muslim guy. Man, he's like a full-on communist from what I've seen.
Lightning rod because like between I mean literally they act towards Hasan the way they think he acts to his dog, where it's like he's like, you have far left politics, which immediately kind of people attack you for whatever, but then he's
because it's insane. That's probably why.
Just a piece of ass. And what most of the
he's a piece of ass. So lay off Hasan. He's a piece of ass.
And he's rich. And what most of the
wants to eat the rich too. That's why people make fun of him. He's all about All these big leftist streamers, especially the women who all look like Pokimane mostly, all of them are like eat the rich, and they're rich.
Like the perfect guy in a lab. He's like a hot Muslim who fucking like talks about left politics and got rich off their platform for video games. But he talks about, how Trump is bad on it. And it's like, of course, it's like you invented a guy for the stereotypical like groiper, incel, whatever fan to be mad at. Having said that, he is a piece of shit. He's a Turkish dog as far as I'm concerned. And I don't want to, do not clip me, whatever you do not clip me giving him compliments. Yeah. That is my one thing. I would like, I don't want to be seen on the record as supporting Hasan too much because I also hate him for those exact reasons. And I am looking forward to his inevitable downfall when the Trump-controlled media does take his Twitch account away. Yes. That'll be the one silver line.
So there's sarcasm there, but this is it. And it's not just him. It's also this woman here. This is apparently someone who could become the new Joe Rogan. She could save the left, all that stuff. This lady has had thousands of dollars of plastic surgery. You can tell just by looking at her, the way her face moves. Like it's all plastic. That's why she's so mean and nasty, because she's very insecure. That's why she's spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on her face. Barely moves, by the way. Like, check this out. I don't know if they're going to play it.
Look at this clip.
I've only seen a couple
of a wine mom,
and she's like basically saying the Democratic Party needs to get on board with laughing at people passing from political violence. She's a real piece of work, and that's why she's that way. She's very insecure and broken inside. That's why she looks like a plastic porcelain doll. Her face is completely destroyed from plastic surgery. Esmond Gold commented on her and said she fits right in. She's a middle-aged Karen. This is the left-wing Joe Rogan, a plastic surgery middle-aged Karen. She is like the metaphor for all of these leftist people. It's true. That's 100% true. Like, that is the face of the Democratic Party right here, this lady. A middle-aged, broken Karen white woman. And it's funny if she said she isn't. You absolutely are. That's why you spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on plastic surgery. Your face doesn't even barely move when you talk because you've had so much work done to your face to desperately try to look young. That's why they all get mad at Tectone here for pointing out 33 and 31, by the way, with QTC and this Valkyrie chick, because they're both in their 30s. The clock is ticking because there's younger and younger women doing what they do. That's why this Bonnie chick, she's another left. She looks just like Pokimane, too. Looks just like her, but younger. Why would anybody watch that? They can go watch her occasionally show her butt to the camera. Pokimane talking about Emiru, too, by the way, put this statement out. How can I make this situation about me? And she also waited to talk about the Emiru Miskiff thing and all the other stuff that's been going on. She waits until everyone's kind of formed their opinion and put it out there. Then she puts her opinion out there. All these people are fake pieces of shit, man. All of them. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.